Guys, this is Paul. Hope you're having a great day. This is another episode of The Good Parts, a daily social media show where I go live once a day, Monday through Friday, to share one good part from my life and or business in an effort to help you and me create as much prosperity, happiness, freedom, joy, abundance, goodness, all the good things that life has to offer as we possibly can. And in today's episode, I want to share something with you that I think can be really beneficial if you're in a business that involves inviting people to look at your products, your service, your business opportunity. Doing what I'm going to share in this video can really dramatically increase your results over time, and also I think bring you a lot more happiness and joy in the process as you're doing it. Additionally, even if you're not building a business like that, these things I'm going to mention in this video, I think can really help with happiness in your relationship. So I'd love to invite you to tune in and pay attention. And if you're joining me live, please say hello like Veronique did. Hey, Veronique, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to get straight away into the topic today. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So I've been building a direct sales business now for almost 2 decades, and I'm so thankful for this type of business because it's allowed me to create a really nice level of freedom in my life, which I'm so thankful for. You know, I've got this shirt on that says freedom. I love freedom. It's one of my highest values. And so I've had a lot of experience in connecting with people, giving invitations, creating content. These are some of the things that I've done to build my direct sales business over the years. And one of the things that I notice is that people go about the same activity in different ways. There's a book that I like called The Science of Getting Rich, where Wallace Waddle says wealthy people do things in a certain way. And he illustrates in that book how person A and person B can be doing the exact same activity, and one of those people will get far better and different results than the other one, even though they're doing the same thing, putting in the same amount of work. And I think that would kind of indicate that there's a certain way of going about, the activities that you're engaging in to build your business. And so today in the content, I want to share with you 3 things you can give in all of your interactions aside from your product or your service or your business. And one of the things that I notice is that one of the ways that people sometimes connect with others in an effort to build their business is they'll just want to go through the numbers as fast as possible. They'll send out an invitation right off the bat. There's nothing else in the conversation other than, hey, are you open to looking at this? And then, collect a decision, then move on. Some people go through so many numbers this way, and that's certainly one way to do it. But the way that I'm going to suggest today is a different approach. The way that I've done it for a long time, and I still do it today, is I really resonate with the idea that when 2 human beings connect, there's a lot more potential in that connection than just a sales transaction. And furthermore, another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of times when people get started in a direct sales business, they're hesitant to reach out to people that they might know. And one of the reasons they're hesitant is because they don't want to reach out trying to get something from people. This gives them a bad feeling in their hearts. But what if you could instead look at those interactions as a way to give something of value to someone, regardless of whether they were open to looking at whatever it is you were sharing with them or not? Hey, Bill, thanks for tuning in, saying hello. Good to see you today. And so that's what I'm going to talk about, is this idea that we can be givers in our interactions, and how this can really increase the results that we get. So this video was kind of inspired by this experience that I had, where my wife won us 2 VIP tickets to the Walker Hayes concert here at our local fair. I didn't really know who Walker Hayes was. I'm not like a huge fan of Walker Hayes, but the morning that I got the phone call, because my wife entered my name in the drawing, I was running on the treadmill. My phone rings. Now, my wife had prepped me a little bit for this call. She said, hey, I put your name in this drawing, so if such and such radio station calls, make sure you act like you know what you're talking about. And so I'm on the treadmill, I'm running, look down at my phone. She programmed the radio station into my phone, so I knew it was a radio station. So I answered the phone, And the guy on the other end of the line says, "Congratulations! I'm calling to let you know that you've won, 2 tickets VIP to Walker Hayes." And as I received that call, again, I'm not a big fan at this moment of Walker Hayes. It's a style of music that's not typically up my alley. So how do I react to a phone call like that? And this relates. So if you're not connecting the dots yet, I'll tie it all together. So what I did was, I'm on the treadmill, I slow it down, and I go, "Whoa! No way! You're kidding! I'm so excited! Thank you so much!" And then as we continued on in the interaction, he was so set back by my excitement and my enthusiasm from that notification call. He says, "Man," he goes, "now, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you react when you win something." And then he went on. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna throw in I'm gonna throw in some extra T-shirts," and he is giving us this other stuff. And so I had this experience, and I was thinking about this afterward, and thinking about the different ways I could have responded. I could have, and I'm also imagining that, like, maybe I'm on the radio. Like, he could have been calling me live, or he could have been recording this to play for the listeners. The station, I don't listen to the station, but I'm thinking in my mind about how would I want to receive a reaction from someone if I was giving them a gift. And so my entire reaction was not necessarily about me and what I was getting, but it was more about, what could I give this person who's giving me a gift? What could I give their viewers? So I consciously made the decision that I was going to be excited, and I am excited. I'm excited to win something, even though this we'll see how the concert goes. But that got me thinking about how, when two people come together, you can really give people things in those interactions. So this example that I shared with you is an example of how we can give people a feeling when we connect with them. So if you're connecting with people, keep that in mind. You can transfer a feeling to them where they will feel excited, they will feel hopeful, they will feel appreciated, they will feel loved. These are like real things we can give people in our interactions, that regardless of whether or not they're interested in what we're doing, when we give people good emotions, when we connect with them, what that does is it raises their awareness and appreciation of who we are as a person. And that's really, really good for the future. So wherever the conversation goes, if people have a good experience with you in the future, that can open all kinds of doors. So that's the first thing. We can give people a feeling. So keep that in mind as you're connecting with people. The second thing we can give people, it comes from another little story I had yesterday, where I was at the fair with my wife, and we ran into these friends of ours. It's a guy that I've known for a long time, and his wife. I met his wife when I was working at an auto auction here in Southeast Idaho. And then I started developing a relationship with her husband because he went to the same gym that I used to go to. Well, I don't go to the gym anymore. I do, but I have a home gym now. So I'm not seeing my friend in there like I used to. And so we see them at the fair, and we stop, and they introduce us to their grandson. And my friend, her name's Olivia. She's the gal that I met at the auto auction. She starts telling her grandson the story of how she remembered meeting me at the auto auction. And as she's telling the story, she's praising me. She's like, "Man, he was just such a standout type of person. I was just so impressed with him." So she's giving me compliments, and I'm feeling like, wow, that's really cool. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. And then when it comes to the part where I'm talking to my friend Dean, I said, "Hey, we got to set up some kind of a lunch date because I don't get to see you in the gym anymore." And he's like, "Yeah, I've been looking for you." And I said, "Well, I've got a home gym now, and I bought everything that I need at my home gym." And then I said, I've been looking everywhere to see where I can buy a Dean, but I just can't find one. And he and his wife start laughing because his name's Dean. And so that's the second thing that we can give people in interactions, is we can give them a laugh. We can give them a compliment, and as we're doing this, one of the big things that this has done for me over the years is it's completely removed any hesitation that I might have had in my brain about connecting with people. Because if you're going to connect with people from a place of an intention to give something to them, to shine a light in their life, now all of a sudden, like, why would you not want to do that? Like, you're not just there to get, you're there to deliver something of value. And so you can give an emotion, you can give a compliment, you can give a laugh. I would say those are some of the top three things, but those aren't the only things. You can give a listening ear where you can ask questions and listen to people. What's going on in their lives? How are things going? Are they having any problems in certain areas? Are they having any successes, happening? And just to be interested in people and to listen when they tell you things. That's a gift. So many people don't get heard these days. And so if you can provide a listening ear, not only is that a gift you're giving people, but it's also a really, really great thing to do in prospecting, is to just find out where a person's at, because it opens up opportunities for you to be able to give invitations when the time comes in a way that will serve them in the best way and be the most attractive. So you can give a feeling, you can give a laugh, you can give a compliment, you can give a listening ear. And the last thing, I'm going the extra mile here because I said I was only going to talk about three things, but I want to share one last one. You can give people the gift of being seen, of having the feeling that they're being seen and that they matter. And that's one of the greatest things you could ever do for somebody. If someone feels like you see who they are, you recognize what they're doing, you compliment them, you cheer them on with whatever it is they're doing in life and business, that's a big gift, and that nourishes relationships for the future. So anyway, that was a topic today. I wanted to pass this along. I mean, you can give a tip, you can receive a tip. Sometimes people know, and this was also really helpful to me when I first got started, is I thought to myself, well, what if I connect with people who are far more successful than me? What will that look like? And I had a little hesitation. But then I realized, well, if I connect with someone that's more successful than me, maybe they can teach me something that would be valuable to me on my journey. And maybe I could teach them something. So there's so much giving that can happen in an interaction. And I think a lot of people in the home business space just completely miss out on all of this because they're just wanting to get their link out there. They're wanting to close sales and, get to whatever income goal they have as fast as possible. And yeah, that's one way to do it. But if you'll just slow down and take a little time with people and try to remember that the people you're connecting with are human beings and they have feelings and needs and these desires that, that we can nurture through this type of an interaction. I think of the line from Seth Godin where he said, the long cut is the shortcut. The things I'm describing today they take a little bit more time. However, I think the time investment in seeing people and getting to know people and giving them an experience for you having had an interaction with them can go a long way in increasing prosperity over the long run, but also just your sense of joy and happiness as you're engaging in this process. Because imagine two different paths. Path number one, hey, Christy, thanks for saying good morning. I appreciate you tuning in. And Arnita, thanks for tuning in. Two paths, to build your business. Hey, Veronique, are you open to looking at anything? No. Okay, thanks. Hey, Tiffany, are you open to looking at anything? Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, you are. Okay. Here's my link. Hey, Bill, are you open to looking at anything? That's one path. But another path is, hey, Veronique, hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to reach out and connect and see how things are going in your life. And then Veronique responds and I ask some questions and if something happens in that interaction that's valuable for her and or valuable for me, then it's a win, regardless of whether or not it turns out to be a business relationship forming out of that. And the more you can make the activities that you engage in throughout your day to build your business a win, no matter what, I think the more that you're going to enjoy those and look forward to those. And you need enjoyment and you need positive anticipation to be able to get through all that is required to reach whatever goal it is that you have. So anyway, guys, that's the content today. If you are finding me for the first time, I do these Good Parts episodes every day, Monday through Friday. And if you got value from today's episode, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to me on social media. My main mission in life is freedom through principle-centered leadership. So I want to help people disconnect their time from their money and be free to do the things that they want to do in life. And so a lot of my content centers around that intention, but also through principle-centered leadership, which means there are a lot of principles we can follow in this process that can make life and business more fun and enjoyable and happy. So anyway, subscribe to me if you want more from me. And also you can visit my website, paulhutchings.net/GIFTS, pick up a free gift and subscribe to my email list as well. So I'm going to check the comments here. What's going on in your world today, guys? Do you have any questions for me before I end the live? Was today's content valuable for you? I'd love to hear. And I'm going to close this out here in just a quick second, but we still have some viewers here. So I want to make sure that there's nothing you guys want to say to me, or if there's any, like I said, if there's anything I can help you with, comment below before I close. And I don't see any comments coming in, so I guess I'll close it out. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.